There is something that will make stopping drinking impossible. I'm not saying it's going to make it hard. I'm not saying it's going to make it difficult. I am saying it is going to make it 100% impossible. If you do what I'm going to break down for you in this video today, it will derail you for sure. This is something that derailed me in my own journey. It's something that I've seen countless times from people that have called me up wanting my help. I know that this is one of the biggest things that holds millions of people back and is pretty much guaranteed that is going to happen to you as well. So that's why I'm making this video today. It is going to be an extremely important video that I really want you to watch from start to finish, because I don't want you to fall for this. I know I'm not going to talk about the conditioning, the marketing, how alcohol is portrayed. It's going to be something completely different. This is all about your inner world. So this is going to be critical on your journey to not drinking alcohol. So please make sure to stay tuned. Now, just before we get into the video, if you want to get access to a free video training that shows you a totally new method to get control of your drinking in 48 hours or less, please click the link in the description. You'll put your name and email address in, and then a new video will start playing. It's the most in-depth training that I've ever made. So please go ahead and click the link down below if you want to get access to that. And now let's get into the video. So to understand this concept, I need to break down a decision that I just had to make. And it's pretty important and it will all make sense. So right now I'm in Thailand. I'm in Koh Samui. I'm on an island in the south of Thailand. It's incredibly beautiful. And we've just come over from Dubai. In Dubai, I was doing boxing. I had a boxing coach, a guy called Rocky. It was really awesome. This guy was like a world champion with 30-something fights. He fought Canelo. It was an awesome time. And I was learning this new skill and having a ball. Anyway, whilst I was doing the boxing training, I kind of let my strength training slip. Like I wasn't doing the squats, doing the deadlifts anymore like I used to, and just kind of, focused on one thing. So now we've come back to Thailand and we're back in Koh Samui. I decided, let's just get back into CrossFit. I mean, CrossFit's really fun. You feel really good. You feel really strong. I don't know if you've ever tried CrossFit before, but it's a lot of squatting. It's a lot of strength training. It's a lot of Olympic lifting. It's Metcons. It's cardio-based. And it's pretty hardcore. And no, it's not for everybody. It gets a lot of controversy, but personally, I absolutely love it. So me, my girlfriend, my best friend and his wife, we all go to the gym. And the workout was like a clean and jerk, some heavy front squats. And then the Metcon was like the conditioning work was rowing, lunges, and front squats. So we finished the workout, go home, wake up the next day, and I'm in bed. And I just remember waking up and like, why does my body hurt so much? My legs were felt like lead. I remember standing up and, had this slow walk, it was just so painful, right? I don't know if you've ever had time off the gym and then gone and done some squats or trained your legs before. The next day is brutal, right? Trust me, when you see how this is all connected to not drinking, it will change the game. And the next day, we'd agreed to go to the gym in the afternoon. So it got to around 3 p.m. And then this little voice in my head picks up. And it starts talking. And it's like, hey, Leon, why don't you ask them if they don't want to go to the gym today? Why don't you rest? Why don't you just lie on the couch? You went so hard. You're not going to be able to do anything. You can hardly walk. Don't go to the gym. And this feeling of resistance came up. It was like this feeling of I don't really want to go. I just don't want to go. But I had 3 other people that had already agreed to go with, and I didn't want to let them down. So I was faced with this decision. Do I listen to this voice in my head, or do I go to the gym? And after a bit of a battle and persuading myself, obviously I decided to go to the gym because I had other people around me that I couldn't let down. Okay, so why is this story relevant? What am I talking about? Well, the next day, I got home. And I was thinking about it for a minute, and I was like, why does this happen? Why is it when I'm faced with a decision that's going to better my life, do I feel this sense of resistance? Because basically, the day that I made that decision, I didn't feel 100%, right? I might have been at 75% because of the aching, because of the pain. My girlfriend was probably laughing at me when I was walking around, but, the pain was there, right? I wasn't at 100%. And then I'm faced with a decision to do something that could improve my life. And then this voice is like, nah, just lie down. And it's like I'm faced with 2 paths. It's the path of least resistance and it's the path of high resistance. And I always try in those decisions to go towards the path of resistance. And I try to just accept that I'm going to want to go towards the path of least resistance. But, as long as you're able to recognize it and not take that path, it's all good. But here's the crazy thing. When I used to wake up with a hangover, I would also be at 75%, 60%. I wouldn't be at 100%. But the weird thing is that it was never difficult for me to drink the next day. Now, when I went to the gym, the next day, I ached, so I didn't really want to go back again. So I was at 75%, and I was going to do the same activity that was also going to make me feel sore the next day, but I resisted going, which is weird, because with alcohol, I'd be at 75% because of this activity of drinking, and the next day I'd want to drink. How does that make any sense? It's like I've been to the gym, I don't feel great, my muscles are aching, so I don't really want to go back. And then with alcohol, it's, well, I drank a bunch, I feel like crap, and I want to drink again. But do you want to know why this happens? Are you ready for the truth? Are you ready for the real reason why this happens to us? Why we can resist doing something that will better our life, and then we can go and then drink this highly addictive poison, destroy our life, even when it's causing massive pain in our life? Well, I'll tell you the reason why. The reason why is because you are addicted to a drug. And what is happening is that you don't feel good after taking the drug, so you want to take more of the drug to remove the bad feeling. And what you are not doing is you are not thinking about the second, third, and fourth order consequences. And this is what will make stopping drinking impossible for you. If you do not realize that you're addicted to a drug, then it's going to be an issue. Because when you're addicted to a drug, you do things that make absolutely no sense. We should wake up hungover the next day to look at alcohol and be disgusted and never want to drink it again. Yet by 4 p.m. the next day, it's like, oh, it starts feeling like a good idea again. It makes no sense. But it does make sense if you realize that you're addicted to a drug. How many times have you woken up and said, I'm never going to drink again? 3 weeks later, you're drinking again. 19% of the population are also addicted to a drug. But here's the great news. If you're able to accept that you're addicted to a drug, guess what the solution is? Is to get rid of it from your life. Then guess what starts happening? When you get rid of alcohol from your life, great things start happening. That's when the 20 pounds that you've put on just evaporates. That's when your partner's saying that she's back in love with you again. That's when your kids start admiring you and looking up to you as a leader, as an example. When you recognize that alcohol is a highly addictive drug that does nothing for you, and you put that behind of you, it is going to be incredible for you. You'll be waking up feeling 10 years younger. You'll be bouncing out of bed. You'll be able to think of new ideas and start implementing new strategies at your work and your business. Everything will start going in the right direction if you can see this drug for what it is. Because it's not a bit of harmless fun. It's not a bit of a way to relax after a hard day of work. It does absolutely nothing for you in any way at all. And I wanted to bring it back to the path that I was on about before. If you want a good quality of life, you always need to choose the path of resistance. The path of least resistance is feeling hungover and then drinking a few more drinks. See, when it comes to alcohol, the path of least resistance is continuing to drink. It's not facing the issue. It's not getting through those first few days of, not feeling 100% after stopping drinking. That's the path of least resistance. And you know what most people do is they spend their whole damn lives going down that path. And that's why they get to 60 years of age, they look back at their life and gone, damn, I could have done so much more. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to get to 60, 70 years of age and wish you could have done more. No, I want you to get to your last few days of your life, your last few weeks of your life. I want you to have your whole family around you. And I want you to know in your heart that you did the right thing. You took the path of resistance. Taking the path of resistance means doing the uncomfortable thing. And the uncomfortable thing for you right now, if you are drinking, is facing that issue. Listen, you have the choice. You could always choose which path to take. Just like I had the choice. I could have laid on the couch and complained about my legs being sore and chose that path of weakness, or I could have just gone to the gym, but I didn't. I didn't want to let my friends down. I chose the path of resistance and went to the gym. You also have that choice. Stop taking the path of least resistance. Take the path of resistance. You've got this. I believe in you. And if you click the video on the screen right now, you can learn 3 secrets that make stopping drinking alcohol easy. Have a great day.